All right, so our recirc or vorlauf is complete. We have nice, clear wort that is getting ready to be sent over to the kettle. And so let's go check it out. All I have to do is, because I have this diverter panel, is I just need to click the pump off and then open up this valve right here. And this is all manual, okay? So anytime if I want to speed that up, I'm just adjusting that valve by hand. This is one of the reasons why I time this out. I want to be moving a certain amount of liquid per minute. Let's see if we can, you can see maybe a ring of dark wort starting to fill up the kettle right now. Maybe you can. I can't tell. Maybe you can. What I do is I'm going to be running 19 barrels of wort in here. So I want roughly 3 barrels every 15 minutes moving into the kettle. So I set a 15-minute timer. And then every 5 minutes, I know that I should see 1 barrel of wort fill up into this kettle. So anyways, during this time, as this is happening, really all I'm doing is monitoring. After I get about 3-4 barrels in, I'll begin the sparge or spraying water from the hot liquor tank on top of the mash bed in order to further rinse flavor, color, sugar, aroma out of our malt bill and get that full volume of kettle. All right, I'll keep you along for the ride, I think. I don't know why I say that every time, but I do. All right, so we are about ready to start the sparge on this. You can see I've ran some wort out of here, and you can actually see that rake sticking out. Now, the top of that grain bed is just starting to get a hair dry, and so we are going to start sparging. All right, let's try that. Sparging is simply taking water from the hot liquor tank and showering it over the surface of the mash bed. And I can show you this right here. Oh, baby, see that little pretty little Sally right there, that spray head. And I have like 6 of those inside there, and they're showering down hot liquor tank water on top of this grain bed. Now, the top of the grain bed just started to go dry. I know sometimes people are concerned about oxidizing the grain bed, things like that. I do run my sparge water a little faster up front to get that covered back up. And then as you see right now, I have a little bit of diluted acid that I will hit the top of this mash bed with. What I have found with my water, when I adjust the sparge water pH down to 5.5, that my lighter beers in particular are much smoother, less grainy, less harsh. So what we're doing is we're continuing this process where we're lautering that beautiful, sweet, dark wort, only the sweetest, over to the kettle. And we are now sparging, adding hot water from the hot liquor tank to the top of this mash bed, and I'm acidifying it as we go. And then that will run over to the kettle, and that'll give us our full kettle volume. There's really not much to watch me do right now other than hearing me use the Mega Man squirt gun to acidify the sparge water. So anyways, I will cut back with some other stuff. All right, hey, you guys, we have kettle full. We have Big Rig Josh, Big Josh Halpert back there. Hey! And he is going to help me grain out this mash tun. You can go ahead and start dropping the liquid on it now, Josh. Our mash tun is dry. And our kettle is coming up to a boil. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on it up here and helping to facilitate getting this grain out of the mash tun. I'll see if I can get you a shot of some of the goodness happen, and we'll go from there. We have a little bit, though, before we do our hop strike, our 60-minute edition, everything like that. So, yeah, anyways, See you in a second. Coming up to a boil. Coming up to a boil. We got 10 minutes left before our first hop strike. We are doing a 90-minute boil on this beer. And so after the first 30 minutes of the boil has happened, that is when we will do our 60-minute edition, meaning we will boil those bittering edition hops for 60 minutes. We are going to be using Magnum. I prefer any clean, high alpha acid hop for something like this. We're not looking for hop character beyond clean bitterness, especially in an adjunct beer like this. We are going to be using 25 IBU. This base beer is basically a 4 and extra stout or tropical stout, and I'm putting less bitterness in this than I normally would, and I do that in order to raise residual sweetness a little bit and to magnify these adjuncts, these adjuncts that would benefit from a sweet background on the beer. So I'll measure up those hops and we'll keep rolling right along to our first hop edition. Let's see what this does. All right. Hey. All right. Angles. So yeah, but talking more on that whole idea, I always do like to pull down that volume of sweetness or that volume of bitterness in adjunct beers, because away from base style, what the classic style may be, I feel like it's a good way to round out the beer and accentuate the adjunct, in this case, pumpkin spice, coffee, spice, dune spice. Josh said we should be using dune spice. Melange? Did I say it right? I said it vaguely French. Is that how it's supposed to be said? Melange. I probably have Dune nerds' heads exploding right now. Just take it easy. Take it easy. Make sure you're not mouth breathing. We'll do the hop edition here shortly. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. If you feel as if you got any value out of the video, please like and subscribe. There are also other videos that you can watch. They're gonna maybe be over here or over here. Appreciate you watching.